to do a video about how to put on a wig, and if you mess up a wig, how to work with it. And I also wanted to talk about why your edges come out when wearing a wig. And I've seen a lot of YouTube videos of people blaming the Got2b glue gel for their edges coming out. So before we get into the process of how to put on a wig properly, I did want to talk about why your edges are coming out, if your edges are coming out. I'm not wearing any foundation on my face at all. I did my eyebrows and I put on my eyelashes for this video because I'm really self-conscious. I don't like taking pictures or videos without makeup. But yeah, I'm not wearing any foundation on my skin at all. That's the number one key when putting on a wig, is you don't want any oil, like any oily products on your face at all. You want to make sure it's completely clean. Another thing is when you're putting on your wig, you want to make sure you're not putting it on your hairline at all. Like, it's, even though it's a gel, it works almost as a glue. So think about it. You're sticking this wig on your head, and once you go to pull it off or you're taking it off gently, it could still be pulling hair from your head. When wearing a wig, you almost want to think about it as if you're wearing a hat. When men go to work or just whatever, like an everyday thing, and they're wearing a hat, a lot of men get a lot of bald spots on their head, and it's because the hat is rubbing up against your head constantly and you're not wearing a protective style, so it's actually making like bald spots in your head or in your scalp. So that's one of the reasons why. So when you keep your wig on overnight and you have it on for a couple days, the mesh starts rubbing up against your hair, and it starts causing bald spots in your head. And also, like, one of my biggest things is people sleeping with any hair extensions in your head, because when you do that, it actually makes the hair matted and it doesn't last for such a very long time. I also feel like that your hair should be getting moisture and oxygen, and when you're not allowing your hair to do that and to breathe, your hair is just not growing properly like it's supposed to. And I know for me, when I first started with hair, I started with the clip-in extensions. I personally loved it at first, ended up hating because I noticed that my hair was not growing properly. My hair used to be like literally like this long, like past my boobs. And my mom cut it when I was younger, and I just kept straightening it and straightening and straightening. And I don't have white people hair. Like, I just have full-on curly hair. So that was actually burning off my ends, especially for some reason when I was using like the heat spray for my hair. It was still burning off my ends, and it was actually causing my hair to get shorter, and I didn't notice it. I would have friends tell me, they'd be like, "Oh my God, I love your haircut." And I'm like, "What haircut?" And I realized it was from straightening my hair constantly, and then that's when I started wearing clip-in extensions. Well, clip-in extensions, I loved it at first. I thought it was so beautiful. It gave my hair such a fuller look, and I would purchase them from Sally's. Well, I noticed that I was getting bald spots too in some areas from the clips, and I think it was from pulling on my hair, sleeping in with the clip-in extensions sometimes. And I just gave up on it like 2 years ago. I was like, you know what? I want to try wearing wigs. And I seen how the wig game was changing. Like, everybody was wearing wigs, even celebrities. I was like, wow, I really want to try this. Before I started wearing wigs, after I wore clip-in extensions, I wore bundles in my hair. And I just remember when I was taking them out that there was so much hair coming out. And I was so upset. I was like, oh my God, my hair is thinning. Like, nothing is working for me. I just want my beautiful curly hair back. And then that's when I started wearing the wig. And I first got my wig from Arson Wig. And it was beautiful at first. And to be honest, after a while, the wig started thinning, and I think it's from sleeping in with the wig sometimes in my hair. But I don't know, it just like did not last very long. It probably lasted for like 3 months and it went back. And then I met this company called Goddess Wiggy online off AliExpress. They're actually not affiliated with AliExpress anymore. They still have their own company online. I can link the description in my bio, or in this description box for this video. But yeah, and I was like, I just loved how they had so many variety of colors of wigs, and they just all look so beautiful. And I first bought my first red wig from them, and I have an older video of it. I posted it on my page, on my YouTube page, so you can check that out. And I just love their hair, and it lasted me for such a long time. But I actually partied a lot, so I slept in with my hair a lot, and I'm getting thinner and like shorter a little bit, especially from like just like putting heat on it all the time. But like it lasted me such a long time, and I still have it, but I actually cut it short and it looks so much healthier. And this is my second wig from them that I'm going to show you right now, that I've been wearing in my previous videos also. And I love it so much. When I first got it, it was super curly, and it's Brazilian hair, and it was just so beautiful. But my thing is what I noticed with the curly wigs is it's very hard to keep up with. It's not like your own hair, and it's very, very, very hard to keep up with. And I was just getting so frustrated of going through the tangles all the time. Like I just had enough of it. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna straighten this wig and keep it straight and do whatever style I want to it. I can't deal with it. Like I can deal with my own curly hair, but I just cannot deal with a full curly hair. Like it's just too much to be going through the knots all the time. My hair is so much healthier. Like I've had so many compliments from people. Like I can go out in public and wear my own hair and feel fine. My hair started from right here, literally right here, and it's literally past my boobs now. Like it's short right now because it's curly and I washed it last night. But sorry, my hair is like so frizzy right now. Ugh. It's super curly. Okay, so when I pull it down, if I were to straighten it, it comes to right about here. I'm just gonna bring the camera down and show you guys. Comes to like right here. If I were to straighten it. And you guys have no idea, like it just feels so good to have your healthy hair back again. Like I haven't had my hair like this probably since I was like 10 or 11, maybe younger. I ruined my hair for so many years. I put dye on my hair. So it is so good to wear wigs and not have to dye your own hair. That is the beauty of it. And I love how you can customize it and pluck it and all that. I did want to mention that if your braids are too tight, that's one of the main causes for why your hair is coming out and why your edges are coming out. It's from the braids being way too tight and not properly being braided. I mean, when I would wear braids to put the bundles in, the braids were too tight and it was just horrible. So now that I explained to you guys a little bit of why your edges may be coming out, we can get on to the process of how to put on your wig properly. And I know I don't have a ball right here. It's because it fell out and I actually have to go buy one today later. So yeah, and if you see in my other videos, I've explained why like this has come out or why this is stuck out. Okay, so first what you want to do is take out your hair, obviously, but want to brush through it. Make sure you comb it nice. I have such a big forehead. Okay, so now that we've brushed through it, you want to just make a part in the middle. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's going to be looking at it. But what I'll do is I'll put up all my hair from either the left or right side. It doesn't matter. And just put it up in a little bun. Just brush through my hair again. Make sure I got all the knots out of my hair. Okay, so now what you want to do is you just want to make a braid. It doesn't have to be a perfect one again, remember, because nobody's going to see it. Sometimes if my hair is really dry, I'll actually put some water in my hair just to flatten everything down so it's not so poofy. But it's pretty fine right now because I washed my hair last night and I put in this I think it's like this coconut or like shea butter. So we're down to the bottom. Just want to take a hair tie. By the way, I do not like using rubber bands as hair ties. Do not use them. I'm telling you guys, it will pull from your hair. So, yeah. Okay. And now we're just going to go do the same with the other side. Brush through it again. Okay, and like we did with the other side, we're just going to make a braid. So I'll swoop all my hair behind my ear and grab everything. And just make a braid. And remember, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's going to see it. It's going to be underneath your hair. And this is such a better way to wear your hair like this under your wig, because it's not so tight in your head. It's actually a pretty loose braid. And you can also take it out at night and just let your hair breathe. That's what I usually do at night. I'll take out my wig, I'll take out my braids, and I'll just let my hair breathe. Just put my hair tie in. Okay, so now we're going to go in with this hair gel. It's called Gorilla Snot. It's actually one of my favorite things to use to put down my baby hairs and to slick my hair back because it doesn't make my hair flaky, which is really good. So what I'll do is I'll just put some on my hand. And it actually, like, it feels a little gross at first, but once you, like, put it through your whole hair, like, it doesn't feel that gross anymore. I don't know. But what I'll do is I'll just put it right on my baby hairs. I'll put it right from my edges and go back. Now, I don't like using the Got2b glue gel on my edges to slick it back, only because I feel like it causes my hair to look flaky. This actually smells pretty good too. It doesn't have like a nasty, weird smell. It smells like pretty good. Okay, so again, we're gonna go through the front from my edges, pull it back. The one thing that I do hate about wearing wigs and doing this style a little bit is only because once you wash your hair, it feels so good to wash your hair, and then like the next day you gotta put all this gel on it, but you can just always like just rinse it off after you're done. But it's still just a little bit annoying. But beauty has a process to it. Okay, so my hair is pretty much slicked back. You don't have to go all right here. It's fine. You can just go from right here. You just want to make sure your edges are all out of the way. And you know, if you have like any facial hair, it's actually good when you use a Got2b glue gel because maybe it could pull from there so you don't have that little facial hair. Okay, so now I'm going to be using a nude cap I bought this off AliExpress. It was like $2. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to crisscross the braid in the back. It's just easy, just simple crisscross. And that will help so it's not so bulgy back here. There's not a lot of hair bulging out. Okay. And I'll usually like put my wig cap down a little bit, and I know there's a hole right here. It really doesn't matter. And there's makeup right here, but I'll usually like put it right here. And the reason why I do this is because I notice when I put on my wig with the elastic band, it like always slides my wig cap back to where I don't want it, and I hate that. Okay, so this is my mannequin head. My mom actually has a grocery store, but they sell wigs there and like mannequin heads. This is not where I got my wig. I got it from Goddess Wiki, but they sell like mannequin heads, and so she gave me one, and this is what I put my wig on. And this is the wig we are going to be using today. I just wanted to show you guys that I customized it myself, but I cut it too far back a couple months ago. Like, where is it? Like right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, right here. I cut it back to like far back. So it's kind of like right here where it's not supposed to be. But I'm gonna show you like how we can work with it. If you guys are interested in purchasing a mannequin head like that, it is from the Janet collection. When I got this wig, I asked them to sew an elastic band for me, and that's what they did. It's a lace front wig. It's 180 density. And I also sewed on my own clips right here. And it just helps to, if I want to put my hair up, I can do that. See, what I don't get is they say you can't put your hair up with lace fronts, but it's just no problem for me. I'm going to fold the wig just like this. Fold it. And then I'm going to lay it right on my forehead. It's right on my forehead, or at the bottom of my forehead by my eyebrows. And just pull this over. Make sure you get the stocking cap in there and everything. There's also the straps so you can tighten it. And that's what I did. Okay, so now we are just going to slick back the wig cap like that much. And make sure it goes over the baby hairs. You see how like I don't have any flyaways like sticking out or anything besides like right here. But yeah, you don't see like anything like sticking out. I'm still just gonna pull this back because okay. Okay, so this is as good as we're going to get it. Now we're gonna go in with my Got2b glue gel. It's so amazing how we can use this gel in replace of actual glue for the wig, because I've seen where people have lost discoloration from the tapes and the wigs, and so it just amazes me how we can use this gel and it doesn't do that to your skin at all. Okay, so I have a little bit of my hairline sticking out, but we're not going to go over that. I'm just going to go a little bit over the, like, a little bit after the wig cap. I'm just going to bring that down. And I'm going to stop right here. And the reason I'm going to stop right here is because I cut it. So I would have like this part showing as my natural hair. And because my wig isn't like red or anything or like blue, that's one of the reasons why. If it were a different color, I would have customized it so it would look like this part is showing. Okay. And I never bring it to the front right here because I feel like sometimes it gets so like gross right there. Like it just gets like really gross and like all jelly looking. I'm telling you, like it just looks horrible. So I'll just go from the sides. And you really don't have to secure the front right here because the sides are already secured, and I usually lay my baby hairs down, so. And then I'm gonna stop right in the middle. And now we're gonna take the Got To Be Glued Blast Ink Freeze Spray. You don't have to use this, but I like to because it does give my wig some extra hold, which I like, and it's also good if you're going out at night. So I'm going to take my blow dryer now and put it on a cool setting. And don't blow dry it for too long. You want it just a little bit tacky. We're gonna dry it anyways once the wig is on the glue. Okay, so that was probably like 10 seconds. That's all you needed. I've seen a lot of videos that a lot of people will take the comb and they'll take the end of it and stick it down. I personally don't like to do it because it kind of hurts, and this has like more of like a thicker bar, so it just kind of like sticks everything down better. And it's actually my concealer brush. So what I'll do is I won't put it exactly on my wig or on my cap. I'll go right before the cap. I'll just push the cap back a little bit because, yeah, all right, there we go. And I'll just, what I'll do, what's easier is I'll just kind of like push everything back. See, like this is a part where I messed my wig up. It's really thick right here, like really thick. It was beautiful at first, and then I wanted to cut it more, and I wasn't paying attention. That's why you gotta pay really like attention when you're cutting your wigs. It's like super thick right here. I'll just stick that down, and then I'll go on the other side. Oh, I hate these combs. I don't like wig combs either, by the way, because I feel like it really it can make your hair go bald. Make sure these baby hairs are out of the way. And if there's glue where you don't want it, it's okay because we can go in after and take that off. Okay. So this seems to be pretty good. Okay, so now we're gonna go back in with the blow dryer, but we're gonna put it on a cool setting again. So I did notice that the glue kind of dried up a little bit. We're just gonna put it right here. Blow dry it down. It's pretty much glued down, but we're not finished yet. You could take a scarf. I actually like using this better. It goes to one of my old robes and it works really good. So I'm gonna put that underneath. And then go over my ears. And just tie the front down. Don't have to tie it super tight because don't want to hurt your head. We do want to tie it a little bit tight. It's okay if it covers your ears, you'll be fine. And then, and yes, I know it has makeup on it. And just like tie it like that. Try to do a cute little bow for the video, but clearly I can't, but. And then I'll take my blow dryer again. On a cool setting. Okay, now I'm gonna let it dry and I'll be right back when I'm done. Okay, so I went ahead and did the rest of my makeup while this was holding up. So this was probably on my head for like 25-30 minutes. Okay, so now we're just gonna take this off together. And it's super stick down to my head, so it's super secure. I know it looks a mess right now. So I did want to remind you, I just brushed from the top, but what's better to do is brush from the bottom up. So what I'll do is I'll grab like this whole section and brush the bottom first. And like go from right here. And then work my way up to the top. It helps so you don't get so much hair being pulled out. And your frontal doesn't go balding right here, because I've had to customize this a few times because of that's happened, but it's really okay. As long as you know what you're doing, it's really okay to fix the hairline and re-customize it yourself. There's no harm in doing that. So something I did want to mention is I've had this wig since June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So I've had this wig for 7 months. So, and it's still really good. I actually just started to straighten the wig a lot. I mean, not a lot, but like I'll straighten and then I'll curl the ends. But not a lot, because it usually just stays nice and straight because I know how to take care of it. And plus I'm pregnant, so I don't really go out much. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll pull this hair back like this. The part mostly where you see the hairline. And remember, I'm not a pro, but this is how I wear my wigs, and this is how I like to wear my wigs, so you can take my advice or don't. Okay, I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Fit Me powder. It's 310 Sun Beige. I use it as my face powder. And then I'm also just gonna go in my eyeshadow brush. I already powdered this before I put it on, but sometimes I just like to repowder it. And I used to make the hairline like super thick, but I don't like that anymore, because I noticed that when you make the hairline super thick, it looks nice, but I'm telling you, it's not gonna last long. And nobody really has a super thick hairline. Most people have a thin hairline. So, unless your hair is balding, but I'm gonna go right in the part. So today I was thinking about doing a middle part, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I want to do half up, half down, but like not coming from right here, coming from the top. Okay, I just wanted to like give you guys more clear like how long this wig is. Ugh. It's to right here. So it's pretty long. It's 26 inches. If you wanted, you know, I'm just gonna show you guys. You could just like leave it down like this and like put your baby hairs down. And it's really that simple, and then I could just end the video. But I want to show you guys how I'm going to be doing my hair today. So what I'm going to do is just put this back. I remember when I was younger, like this used to be like the hairstyle right here. The snooky little poof right here. I literally was obsessed with that look. Like I used to do that hair all the time. I literally did not feel pretty without doing that little poof. It's amazing how styles have changed over the years, but then they'll come back. I love it. Okay. I feel like once you do the middle part so much, it's kind of like a little annoying to like hide it. God, the sunlight is blinding me. Okay. So this wig is, I paid $500 for it, and it is a little pricey, but I see some wigs being sold as $1,000, and I think that is a little over, like, I just think that's a little too much for hair. That's just my opinion, but I mean, I guess if it's $1,000, it is good quality hair, but this is great quality hair also for $500. So you're paying half that. Well, I'm paying half that. And I love this hair. This is the best hair I've had, honestly. And I know Arsenal Hair, they sell their hair for $100, so. Okay. It's just bothering me right now. Sometimes I'll take eyeshadow and just like brush that in, but I don't know. So I'm gonna take a toothbrush. Doesn't have to be any specific toothbrush. And I would usually do this by a sink, but I'm not by my sink. So I grabbed, you can get a cup, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna dip it in some water. And then dab that off, because when you're wearing makeup and you have too much water, it kind of like takes off the makeup, and I hate that. Okay. So now we're just going to make the baby hair. And when I make a C curve, I put my hand, my finger where the curve is going. And I just swoop right up. And there's no specific way how to do baby hairs. Everybody has their own method and style of how to do it. But this is just how I do my baby hairs. And this is just how I like it. Now I'll take some my got to be glued hairspray. I like to just spray it on my finger and dab through because I don't want it to be super hard and flaky. And it usually stays. Sometimes it'll move, but it's not a big problem if it really moves too much for me. I don't mind it. I don't use this on my teeth. By the way, just want to like clarify that for people who don't know. It's just for the hair. Toothbrushes, and I remember it had like the Gorilla Snot in it, and she was like, do you use this on your teeth? She was so confused and disgusted. I was like, no, that does not go on my teeth. She knows nothing about wigs or anything. Like, anytime she sees me, she's like, oh my God, is that your hair? It got so long. And I'm like, no, this is my wig. And most of the time she buys them for me for my birthday or Christmas. See, the sunlight is kind of in my eyes right now, so it's a little tricky, but what I was talking about with this thick part, we're just going to cover it with the baby hairs and any extra hair sticking out. See right here? It's that big, thick part. So, gonna take the Gatsby glue spray again. Just dab that. I just want to show you guys something. So this is how it looks with your baby hairs all down and the lace filled in. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I just wanted to videotape it in the mirror. You guys can get like the whole effect of how my hair looks. Okay guys, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please comment and I'll answer all of them. Thank you for watching. Bye.